Notice: this is the verbal copyright fair use notice, Title 17 U.S. Code, Section 107-118 of the Copyright Law. All media in this video is used for the purpose of review and commentary for fair use. All footage, music, and images used belong to their respective copyright holders. All review material is meant for all ages and are looked at from an adult analytical perspective. Viewers under the age of 13 should not watch without parental guidance. Please support the official release.
Love making! Welcome back, everybody. We are transforming once again and jumping into Star Detective Precure. We are on episode 4, and things are chugging away. We got introduced to multiple generals, but only one actually took action. She seems to be a 90s girl.
Well, the year is set in 1999, so...
She's got the fashion, she's got the dialect, she's got the out-of-date slang, which, even in the show, they said it was out of date even for the 90s. So, it is what it is. And she's like, I'm bringing it back. No, honey, no, you're not. But, on to episode 4, we got more look at the dark Precure of the season. She hasn't transformed, but she's appeared a couple of times, and like she even interfered with the fight, because technically the second general could have gotten away with the item, but she was stopped and forced to confront the Precure, in which she lost. So kind of interesting, but we'll have to see where that goes. Once again, sadly, Dino cannot join us, so he will likely have to share his thoughts in the next video, but hopefully it'll all work out going forward, even if it has to happen alternatively. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what comes next. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, comment down below, feed the algorithm overlords, because they're crueler than Precure villains. If you're feeling just a little bit generous, please consider donating to our Patreon or our Ko-fi. Sadly, Subscribestar is looking like it's not going to be working out for us, as sad as it is. But, you know, we're happy to work with Patreon or Ko-fi, or if you just straight up want to commission us, we have all different kinds of offers. We can, if there's a specific movie you want us to tackle, we got a tier for that. If there's a series you want us to tackle, there's a tier for that. If you want us to tackle a specific retrospective, there's a tier for that. We have tiers for absolutely everything, and pretty much anything that's in the green or the yellow is viable. If you want something that's red, that is a very big ticket item, and pretty much only for those that really want to see us suffer. But with all that said, well, let's dive on in.
Try a little advertising?
Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. Yeah.
The fuck?
fact that they have business cards. Just be careful about that industry. From what I've seen, it can be a thankless job sometimes. Not to mention the long-ass hours. Well, ain't that a quinky dink? Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah, he ain't an opera guy. He's a kabuki guy.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and I just looked up his VA. This is the first time that his VA is voicing a major role. Like, literally on his, well, according to Anime News Network, every other role that he's had has only been around for one episode.
Okay, then. Who is he?
Ichi Ishikawa, I think. Apologies if I mispronounced it, but I'll just type it into the Discord real quick.
Alright, we'll do a bit of research and we'll have his character or voice actor shout out at the end. But until then, let's get back to it.
Oof, when the other villains say that. And that's the skill's name, Cure Arcana Shadow.
Huh.
Huh.
Alright.
Yeah, and I would need to double check to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the first time any Cure has had two words in their name, or official. Well, I guess third if you want to count Shiny Luminous and Milky Rose.
Sure, fine, why not?
Oh wow.
ここまでで何か質問はあるか？
とりあえずお前の絵が異常に下手な理由から聞こうが。
Eh?
Really? So he just gonna walk up and okay then. What?
Oh boy.
Which, oh, okay.
Dronmo!
Oh, for Christ's on high. They took the case, dude. They're in. They're locked in.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Certainly a good place to start.
Oh my gosh, please stop showing that picture around.
The fact that there's no Japanese word for ketchup. Yeah, well, I know we saved this, we said that we would save the voice actor's spotlight for going on till the end, but I dove into your Arcana Shadow. There were actually a few characters I know that we'll recognize for fame, specifically Nichan from Blue Exorcist.
Great.
Yeah, the little plant dude.
Yep, I remember him.
And wow, and this one won't mean anything to Paper and Frame yet, but Puff of Go Princess Precure. So, yeah, we've got another fairy who, we've got another VA who voiced the very first, and then went on to voice a Precure.
Huh. Okay then.
And this will mean something to all of us. Kyormu or Kolasi Corsell of Welcome to Demon School Irma.
Okay.
Yoshi. 行くよ、クロム。みんな、元気？今日のライブも最高に盛り上がっていくよ。クロムちゃん。そうよ、この子はもうどこにあるのか分かってるの。ケチャップをつける料理はパスタ、オムライス、ハンバーガー、ポテト。それも違うな。長芋と玉ねぎを入れたら美味しい。もう一つどんな食材を使うんですか？はい。そうか。
So, boys, want to take any guesses as to what actually happened to the manga, or where the manga artist's bag ended up?
I honestly do not have a guess. Sorry.
worries.
I
Honestly, Paper, don't feel too bad. This one was a little bit of a toughie for me too. Fame?
I'm not even sure.
All right. Well, I already know the answer, but let's find out for the rest of the folks.
Who do you think he really is? Let's review the clues. Clue number 1.
Such a cute eye catch.
Okay, yeah, I would not have guessed that at all.
Honestly, same.
Likely when I go back to edit this episode, I'll likely catch it, and you'll see the clips when applicable. But just wow.
Yeah. Honestly, if this were a multiple choice question, odds are I would probably register that as the trick question or trick answer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll look into her fairy next week.
Oh lord.
Yeah, guys, something that I've been thinking about in terms of the necklace. What if they're in the same one, just from two different periods of time?
Huh. Okay then.
Alright.
The power of onomatopoeias, folks.
って感じのがギャギャーッとできた。心がドワーってなっちゃうぜ。B 組吹き出し漫画、ヒーロー名コミックマン、個性コミック、漫画のコマに描かれる擬音オノマトペを具現化することができる。擬音の種類によって様々な効果を付加することもできるぞ。バババガガガダダダー。
Oh, good
Again.
grief,
Again, you're watching something on a projector. If you Need binoculars to see that. Get your eyes checked, man.
No, this is a joke.
Individualized attacks now, boys.
Okay.
Alright then.
What, no spiral eyes?
Guess it's unnecessary.
Well, I guess I'm done for today. See ya.
Now, that one felt more like the Amazon Trios.
二次随賞はあなたにあげる甘いわタキシード仮面二次随賞はいただいていくわね
Fair enough. Wait, girl, stop, stop!
Shh! Spoilers! Shh! Spoilers!
You tell me.
Spoilers.
Solved by cyborg detectives? What?
Oh look, AI.
It's, going by one of the characters, I feel like it's a reference to something else, but yeah.
Cyborg 009 comes to my mind.
That's it. Girl, shh, shh, you can't.
Wyatt!
I'm.
Well, I guess they successfully changed the subject.
Hey, it worked. Ugh. Damn it all.
Why didn't you? What?
Well, if I had to take a guess, we're getting the forced conflict episode between our dual Cures episode out of the way relatively fast.
Fair enough. Alright, before we go into ratings, the quick character shout out. Yes, Goemon is voiced by Eiichi Ishikawa, and his acting debut, kind of, as far as we can tell from IMDb, goes back to 2018. He appeared as a voice of a soldier in Attack on Titan for one episode, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle, Red Siberian in 2020, one episode. He was in Black Summoner in 2022 in 3 different episodes as Octogigant, Erd's friend, and a bandit. I've somehow gotten stronger when I improvised my farm-related skills in 2022, one episode, Thug A. My one-hit kill sister in 2023, one episode, Stelopeth Jr., an anime called Ishura in 2024, 2 episodes, Mage City Soldier, Trillion Game in 2025, Male Staff, 1 episode, The Two Perfect Saint, tossed aside by my fiance and sold to another kingdom in 2025, 1 episode, Royal Guard. So yes, Gao is right on the money, as Goemon seems to be one of the most lead voice acting roles he's gotten, and this is in 2026. So yeah, honestly, I think his voice is pretty cool. It's got a mature and rustic vibe to it. So if he does more voice acting roles in the future, I hope so. But like, just looking at his IMDb, it looks like he gets like maybe 2 roles a year, if that. So hopefully hopefully, well, of course, if it's not for medical reasons, I hope this guy gets to do other voice acting roles in the future. Anime is abundant with characters. Hopefully he can get more bigger roles, more interesting roles, and actually get to really work his acting chops. But of course, if that's not his bag and he's doing this for whatever reason, all respect to him for whatever choices he's making.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I've mentioned this to you guys before, but it's actually not that unusual for the lead Cure to be a newcomer to the voice acting industry. I kind of, just going off his resume, I kind of can't help but get the same kind of vibes.
No kidding.
Well, hopefully with this role, because usually the Precure generals, especially if they're showing off so many right off the bat, hopefully he'll get to do a lot and show off his voice acting range so that he'll get picked up for other roles if that's what he wants.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, Lord knows that his resume needs the buff, but then again, whose voice actor's resume is totally padded in the beginning.
But on to ratings. I'm going to give this episode, honestly, a 5 out of 5. The mystery was set up fairly well. I wasn't able to figure out like what they were going for with this one, and if you got it, kudos. If you didn't, no shame in that. Sometimes, like, honestly, it can be the telling of a good mystery that you honestly don't see it coming, and you don't see it, like, the clues could be there, but they're like so blink and you'll miss it that you just straight up can't like figure it out. So the mystery and the reveal actually work.
No arguments there.
We got the Dark Precure's name. While I'm personally holding off on doing a shout out to her character because I want to see her transform. And when she transforms for the first time, I think like that'll be the perfect time to like give her like the full character voice actor shout out.
Yeah, because her resume was a lot longer. The 3 roles that I mentioned earlier were just the ones I knew for sure that we would recognize.
And as far as Goemon is for this general, I kind of like him. He's very upfront, and with his kabuki style, he's like the kind of, well, for those of you who know Ranma 1/2, there is technically a couple of different ways to steal something. In a manga arc that hopefully will get adapted into the new reboot anime, there is a, air quotes, secret technique of the Saotome School of Anything Goes martial arts. And one is a technique that makes you disappear and basically become invisible like a ninja. And it's a technique designed for breaking and entering and stealing stuff without being caught or without a trace. The other technique is breaking into the home by force, wrecking shit, and taking whatever you want by force. And Genma Gate, obviously, these techniques were created by Genma Saotome, a piece of crap individual. But he gave this technique, the breaking and entering one, to a family that was down on their luck, and I think he like did something to them and he traded it. But when practicing the technique, they ended up destroying their house, getting driven deeper into debt and poverty. So the son tracks Genma down because he wants, not only does he want to get revenge on Genma, but he wants the other half of the secret style, because supposedly combining the two will create like untold wealth. And no, it's just that, well, technically yes, because their techniques how to be a thief. One is the POW, force your way in, take what you want, and leave. The other is sneak in without being caught, take what you want, and leave. It's really dark, really messed up, but given this is like the Thief's Guild, Goemon does feel like the force your way in, take what you want, and leave. And that's kind of what he did. He didn't like sneak around, he didn't disguise himself. He attacked the Precure going forward, and yeah, the bag wasn't what he was looking for, but once the bag was found, he just charged in and started the fight, which is very different from the other thieves, but it is technically a thief technique. So there's that. Though he does kind of run his mouth, because I think he probably shouldn't have revealed who the big boss was.
No, while the girl general from last week didn't go into full detail, she did at least mention him in front of the Precure.
Well, because he said the name, and they're like, and they repeated the name, and he just like went off. It's like, yes, he is the. She didn't do that, so I'm kind of. He might be a blabbermouth, and they're. If you've seen One Piece, Fukuro, who's supposed to be the secret keeper, also couldn't keep his mouth shut. So it fits in an organization that there is probably a blabbermouth, a gossip. Lord knows in Agretzko, the hippo lady loves to run around the office gossip to the point where she actually goes ninja on things and spies on people to continuously get her gossip material.
Because she's a fucking gossip queen who doesn't know how to sit the fuck down and mind her own damn business. But I bet the moment that her own business is out there on the table, she'll be trying to get everybody to stop talking about it.
Probably.
Sadly, fame, that doesn't happen canon-wise.
But
damn it.
We got another tool, the artist tool that lets them draw and create things. I feel one that's a very powerful and broken ability, but considering one of their art abilities is kind of lackluster, I sense this is going to be a very limited device where it's like, oh, you drew a peanut. It's like, no, it's not a peanut, it's a cushion, and we're gonna like jump on it. It's like, yeah, probably leave that to an artist to make use of that. Otherwise, because drawing whatever you want and bringing it into reality is such a broken ability, it's got to be nerfed somehow. But compared to like the disguise pen from Sailor Moon, this device straight up is just 100% more versatile, has more potential. They basically have a MacGuffin that they can use for any plot and help work it into a situation. So yeah, for me, it's a 5 out of 5. Great episode, great introduction to a new villain, great new use of one of the detective tools, and overall just a really fun episode. The monster of the week used the onomatopoeias to fight, and while they kind of used a lot of the basic ones, it did let the Precure kind of show off their individual techniques, and could there have been like a couple of better ones? Yeah, but you know, for a monster of the week, it was serviceable enough. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for me. I'll pass the mic.
5 out of 5 for me as well. The mystery was good, and needless to say, you saw us all freak out about the manga artist's future, but yeah, it was enjoyable overall. Lord knows I was with the Star Detectives and thinking the food was restaurant related, but after the one chef pointing out how the food was, I was really stumped after that one.
Agreed. I gotta agree with Paper and Go on this one. So my score is obviously the same.
We hope you guys enjoyed this. Sorry if there wasn't really much we could say. Honestly, if you saw our freak out on the Smile Precure video, sometimes, you know, when a good episode is good, we just get to sit back, chill, and drink in the awesome. And when stuff kind of goes bat crap crazy, that's when the rage outs happen.
Yeah, for context, in case you haven't seen the video, you missed! How could you miss? It was 3 feet in front of you!
Ay. But thankfully that doesn't seem to be the case here. The Precure are competent, they're fully abled, and Lord knows if we had watched episode 1 after we started watching Smile Precure, I would have had a lot more to say on their competency, because not only in Smile is the happy Precure very 90s Sailor Moon coded, and if you know, you know, but also we got the second one who seemed to be the bombastic tough girl, but even she kind of like, oh my gosh, what is that? It's like, no, girl, you're supposed to be the bombastic one. What are you doing? Why are you cowering? Like,
for
you're
context,
not Jupiter coded, but still, what the hell is going on?
Well, Paper, just for a little context, Smile Precure was the series that aired right after Japan had the nuclear meltdown, earthquake, tsunami happen. So it's the tones that you're sensing, they're likely more on purpose.
It'll depend on, again, we wish you guys were actually watching our reaction to this. It'll greatly depend on where Smile Precure goes with it. But like when it comes to like these cures, like, yeah, they're also little girls that have never fought before, but like once they're transformed, they lock in with the power. They're going to fight, they're going to kick ass. Like, they understand that they're transformed, they're magical girls, they can actually do stuff. It's not a, oh, well, I can't do this, like, I don't want to do this. Like, Lord knows, like, my biggest pet peeve with like Cure Black back in the day was her constant whining and how she doesn't want to be a Precure, that she just wants to be a normal girl, that she wants to find love. Like even like the ED's lyrics like talked about like how she would rather be doing anything else but be a Precure and fight. But again, go watch our retrospective of that. You'll see my rage on a couple of those points. But here it's like they're locked in. I appreciate it because, you know, it's 2026. They're not screwing around. They are locking in. They're completing the job. They're doing the mission, and they want to help people. And that should, like, yeah, fighting is scary and fighting sucks, but you know, they know what they have to do. They're locking in. They're not being a Henry from Digimon Tamers about it. So yeah, like I really am enjoying this Precure season, and thankfully in Idol they also didn't pull that. Even Wonderful, they didn't pull that, and Sky, like I think like the last couple of seasons they've just straight up had the Cures locking in and being magical girls and not having the crying, the whimpering, the cowering before, like, and you know, if it was like the first episode, I can kind of get it, but like we said with Smile Precure, we watched the first episode and then the second episode, and even in the second episode she was pulling that. It got annoying very quickly. But yeah, and as far as the theory that the jewels are the same just from different time periods, I like that because I am the fan of the Milo Murphy's Law. Oh, where did you get that fruit? Oh, someone threw it at me before. But that was you. Where did you get it? Oh, because someone threw it at me before, and then the fruit just exists within the time loop.
A peach. Who the devil would throw a peach?
And who would throw one away? Oh no, quick! Take cover!
Whoa, if it wasn't for that peach, we would have stepped out there and gotten caught.
Go.
That should buy us enough time to figure out how all of this happened and how we can stop it.
And maybe get something to eat. What? We gotta keep up our strength. We might have to fight giant... Oh no, we have to warn ourselves.
What are we going to do?
Wait, here, use this peach.
Good idea. A peach. Who the devil would throw a peach?
And who would throw one away? Oh no, quick, take cover.
Wait a moment. Where did you get that peach?
Someone threw it at you earlier.
But that someone was me.
I know.
But where did I get it?
From me.
Yes, but where did you get it?
Someone threw it at you earlier.
But that someone was me.
I know.
But where did I get it?
From me.
Yes, but where did you get it?
Someone threw it at you earlier.
But that's...
And you know, like her, and if it's not, that's fine. They both can be Precure. The jewels don't have to match. It doesn't have to be the same thing. It's totally fine. Because even in the first episode, the mother did not, well, and we don't know if the girl's the mother, but the mother did not know anything about the jewel. And then the fairy showed up, and then they kind of had to do the time warp.
Yep.
But
hey,
yeah,
just a
sorry
theory.
for the tangent.
No worries, Paper. And honestly, even if my theory turns out to be wrong, it wouldn't be the first time. Like, I had this one theory about Steven Universe's Pearl having Stockholm Syndrome. That theory was shaky from the start.
But not entirely untrue.
And depending on who you ask, some would say you're still on the money. But neither here nor there. Yeah, we will theorize, we will spitball, we will speculate, and if we call it, we call it. We have every right to do the I called that shit dance. And if we're wrong, you know, we're wrong. And, like, quick PSA, there's nothing wrong with being wrong. It only matters if, you know, if you're wrong, and then you get arrogant about it and you dig your heels in and you get nasty trying to still prove yourself to be right. No, sweetie, it's okay to be wrong. you were wrong, you learn what it was, you move on. And even if someone like fact checks you, they could also be wrong. You never know, depending on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But there's so many people out there today that do horrible things and make horrible decisions just because they don't want to be wrong. Because whether they believe in something and they've believed in something for so long, and they trusted somebody and they believe they had the best interest at heart, and they believed them, trusted them, and they found out, no, that person was not a good person. That person was abusive, racist, sexist, neglectful, horrible, just a horrible scum person of individuals. And you learn the truth, but you don't want to be wrong, or you don't want someone to say, I told you so you double down and you actually defend that person. And, if you've studied abusive relationships, it happens a lot. It's human. And, it's a stem of pride. You don't want to be proven wrong. It sucks, but because sadly in the era we're living in, and ironically given this is a time warp anime, they're just straight up is like, people do not want to be wrong. Like, Karens will like rage and threaten and completely go over the line because they want something and they're completely wrong for it, or they believe something and they're wrong, but they can be told no, could be told a policy, could be told this, that, or another, and they will just shriek and get violent, and just things will just keep escalating to the point where they need to call the police, and then now they're facing potential felony charges depending on what they've done. And they're blowing up their life just because they don't want to be told no, they don't want to be wrong, they don't want to be talked down to by someone they believe is beneath them. And all that crap just stems from this type of mentality. It is okay to be wrong. There's a beautiful line in Meet the Robinsons of like, in failure you learn, with success not so much. Mm-hmm. And the failure doesn't matter so long as you keep moving forward.
Carl. Oh no. I didn't know. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You failed!
And it was awesome.
Exceptional.
Outstanding.
I did better.
From failing, you learn. From success, not so much.
If I gave up every time I failed, I never would have made the meatball cannon.
I never would have made my fireproof pants. Still working out the kinks.
Like my husband always says.
But I'm going to step off my soapbox now, and we can wrap up this recording. Thank you all for joining us, and until next time, ciao everybody.
Bye-bye, people.
Later on.
Love making. ひらめき王子バトラバセルリアン
Well, I guess I'm done for today. See ya.